Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Who's Who in Harrisburg. Today, I have with me an incredible person who is the pastor of the Pine Street Presbyterian Church, and I'm here to talk to him about all the great things that that church is doing, not only for its congregation, but for many people in our region, not even just in the city of Harrisburg. So welcome, Reverend Sullivan.
Well, thank you, Joyce, very much. It's a great pleasure to be here and for you to take the time. First, I want to make a plug for you in the city. I'm going to thank you and the mayor for how you include the interfaith community, the religious community, in discussions. You listen to us, you care about what we're doing. I want to thank you very much.
Well, that's great. I know Mayor Pappenfuss is extremely pleased to have such support from the interfaith community, and that's why we have you here. We know that you're doing great things in our city, and people need to know about them. So I'm going to have this opportunity. Maybe first give us a little bit of history about the church,
sure,
and then we'll move into what the church is doing today in our community.
Okay. Pine Street Presbyterian Church was founded in 1858. We are on 3rd Street, directly across from the Capitol building. You can't miss us. We've got the most beautiful steeple. Of course, I'm biased, right?
Right.
Most beautiful steeple in the church. If you go into the sanctuary, it's a Gothic sanctuary. It was designed by America's premier Gothic architect in the 1920s, Ralph Adams Cram. We have some of those gorgeous stained glass windows, but the mission of the church is a lot more than the building.
That's true.
And we have had a significant presence in the city since 1858. Within the congregation itself, I like to think that we're about feeding people, body, mind, soul, and spirit. So let me tell you a little bit about how we feed the spirit at Pine Street.
Yes.
We have a worship at 10 o'clock on Sunday mornings with education at 8:45 for all ages. We have a superb music ministry at Pine Street.
And the acoustics inside the church.
They're exquisite.
Yeah.
They are absolutely exquisite. So, and a beautiful organ that is well known throughout the central Pennsylvania area.
And I have to say just right there that I've been in your service, and your music director is an incredible talent.
Shout out to Brett Terry.
Really, yes.
He is outstanding, and he's reached out to the community in great ways too. And so we're so proud of him and what he's done for our ministry there and proclaiming the good news of God's love in Christ for all people everywhere. So we're a church that is open, inclusive of all people, welcoming of people regardless of race, gender, sexual orientation. We are God's family for the Harrisburg community. We're in the center of the state, the center of the city, and we want to make a difference where we are. So we feed people through a normal church ministry there at Pine Street, preaching, teaching, education. We're 330 strong.
Oh, that's great.
And we are faithful to our mission and our service. So we feed people in spirit and in mind, but we're feeding people in body too.
Yeah, and this gives us an opportunity. Right. I know you guys have some incredible programs such as Downtown Daily Bread that really is important for this area. So talk about that now.
Yeah. It's been in the city for a little over 30 years. Downtown Daily Bread began as a soup kitchen. And over the years, you begin small and you build up. And over the years, we've added other programs to it. So we feed people 365 days a year.
Yeah. About how many people? Have you seen an increase lately?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
We average around 70 to 80 on a normal, when it used to be, a day.
A day?
A day.
Okay.
Yeah. But lately, that has spiked between 100 and 120 a day. So it's incredible, and we think
Why the spike though? Why do you think
it's homelessness. It's a chronic issue, and poverty is a chronic issue.
But it's getting worse.
We think it's getting worse.
Or we're attracting people because of your services.
We attract. Harrisburg is known as a compassionate community.
Right.
And I'm very glad that we are doing this on behalf of the poor and the hungry and the homeless.
Yes.
If it weren't for churches and partnerships with other civic organizations, the poor would be having a very difficult time with the situation. So because of that need, we've expanded.
Right.
We have added a drop-in center during the daytime. We're going to be opening 5 days a week beginning in September. And we are serving now between 50 and 70 a day.
Right.
They come
right.
in 8 o'clock in the morning,
Now,
stay
these
until
are
4.
not just men, from what
Not
I've
just
seen.
men, no,
yeah,
no.
and I saw some women and children.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, right. So we have client counselors that are part of our personnel that are assisting all of these clients that come in, our guests. They come in, we have a drop-in center counselor. Downstairs, we have counselors that help with mental health needs, with physical needs such as bus passes, showers, haircuts, all these kinds of things, getting people also connected with services in the city, such as through case management and with other organizations that care for the poor.
That's great. Now, this drop-in center, this is a place people can come and get prepared for job interviews or whatever.
Well,
I mean,
what's happening now is that we give a place for them to nap and to
Yes,
sleep.
I
during-
see.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, that's a basic thing we offer. But we have internet services so that they can do job searches. We have computers available. We also have partnerships with Pinnacle Health and with
okay.
Hershey Med to look into their health needs. Well, this is one of the good things that we have been doing. In January, we had about 30 organizations within the city meet with us to reflect on how they think our mission should be. We're very open
Yes,
to listening to
yes.
what the community thinks how we can be of greater
And
service to
how
the
do you
poor.
fund this?
We fund it through the donations of good people,
Wow.
through individual contributions. DowntownDailyBread.org is where they can go to make
a donation.
That's correct.
Maybe you want to repeat that for people?
DowntownDailyBread.org. Lovely website. In fact, it's being remodeled and rebooted, and it's going to
Okay.
look really sharp
All right.
with a great logo and everything to show our new mission in the city and our new outreach. And also we have grants from many large organizations here in the city of Harrisburg and the community.
So
Been
anyone who
faithful.
wants to support this and really get behind what you're doing,
We would appreciate it.
just contact the church or go to the
Contact the church.
website, Pine Street Presbyterian, and there should be information there for them. right?
PineStreet.org is the church.
PineStreet.org.
Is the
Got
church,
it.
and
Okay.
DowntownDailyBread.org is Downtown Daily Bread's website.
Got it. Okay.
They could also shoot me an email at rsullivan@pinestreet.org, and I'll answer any questions
Very good.
that they
Very
might
good.
have.
Excellent, excellent. Well, that sounds like it's fine. It sounds like you're helping thousands and thousands of people. Now, tell me, if someone wanted to volunteer, they wanted to come and help you guys, you only take your church members as
Oh,
volunteers,
no,
or can
no,
anyone?
no. We have
Okay.
people in the community.
Okay.
We partnered with churches and mosques and synagogues and temples to provide volunteers for the lunch that we serve daily.
Great. Okay.
And so,
So
we
this
will
really
try to
is a
fit in
community.
other individuals as we can
Right,
into
right.
that system that we've set up.
But that would be something you'd want to do. Have to say, wait, I have too many volunteers, right?
Oh, that'd be a
Sure.
lovely thing.
All right.
But this is a really compassionate, caring community.
That's great
People
to hear.
care about the poor, and it makes us humane, a livable town when we know that we care for one another.
Oh,
that's infectious in the community.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But you also have other programs,
We do.
educational programs, speaker programs.
We do.
Tell us about this. I think some are coming up.
Well, let me tell you another program. I'll
Oh,
get
okay.
to that. And
All
I'll tell
right,
you.
all right.
We have an adult learning center at Downtown
yes.
Daily Bread, and we partner with Tri-County OIC. So we offer classes in the evening for English as a second language, tutoring for GED, but we've also begun, in partnership with Tri-County OIC, a life skills program for some of our clients at Downtown Daily Bread. So our Adult Learning Center and Downtown Daily Bread are partnering together to give witness and to provide mission and services to a wide variety of people in the community.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Now, when people come in, though, I mean, are there any qualifications they have to have? Any forms? How?
Oh, there's a procedure,
Okay,
for like
yeah.
adult learning.
Right,
yeah.
right.
They would come in the evening. I think it's around 5 o'clock or 5:30. I'm sorry, I don't know the time specifically, but
Okay.
it's contact me and I'll get information
Okay.
to people. We have a director that is there. Her name is Kathleen White. Jeff Woodyard is the director of Tri-County OIC. He's a great partner to work with. And we get people all enrolled and situated and connected with volunteers, and it's a great journey.
That's wonderful.
learning.
That's wonderful.
And
And do you use volunteers there as well? Or is
Yes.
that, okay.
Oh, yes, and we could use volunteers for that too.
Okay. And the learning is adult learning for GED and for
tutoring.
okay.
And also English as a second language.
That's right. So right.
Right.
I'm
We
sure
are a
there's
diverse
a big demand.
yes, there's a
for
big
that.
demand for
Yes,
that.
Yeah.
And so we're open to expanding this ministry to see how we can be of help in many
Okay.
other areas.
Now I understand you may be having some sort of open house for people
Oh,
who.
yes.
Okay.
We're going to have a
Yeah.
big open house
All right.
for a whole week, beginning on Monday, October 16th.
Okay.
And we want the community and our donors and our volunteers to see this ministry, see this mission in the
Right.
city. And
So
we're
that's
all invited.
Monday, October 16th.
Beginning Monday, October 16th.
Okay,
for a
and that
week.
whole week,
Right,
people
right.
will come in and be able to see what you're
And
doing.
those details will be posted online and
Very
dates
good.
and times and things like that.
Okay, and tell us now
Oh,
about your speaker
Speakers.
series.
Well, I said
Yes,
we also feed the mind at
yes,
Pine Street.
Yes, you did.
So we are creating a series of forums in addition to our regular adult Sunday school classes that are on Sunday morning and on Wednesday evening. Sunday morning, it's a variety of things. So we call these forums Insight because we believe that Christians and people of all faiths need to have insight both into the basis of their faith and knowledge about the world in which we live. So we have subjects ranging from Christian doctrine to church history to peacemaking to what it means to be a person of faith and live in society. How do we utilize our faith in the service of society? We have professors from Messiah College and Lancaster Theological Seminary. We've also invited Chief Carter to come be part of
Chief
our.
Carter's going to be there.
I can't wait for him to be there.
Wonderful.
Appreciate the good work that he does in the city on behalf of people. So it's a wide variety of things, and it's going to grow. And I think you've given me some names of good people.
Yes.
So I think having informed Christians is just as important as people being Christian.
Well, that's
they
a
have
very
to
good
know the
point.
world.
Yes.
You know, God engages the world, we believe. And so we got to know the world that God loves and cares for.
Well, it's very clear to me that not only does Pine Tree Presbyterian have a fantastic history, a real deep history and connection to this region, to the city and to the region, and doing good things throughout its history, but you're doing wonderful work now.
Well,
to support not only the city, but the whole area, the whole Commonwealth is benefiting, I think, from the good work you're doing. As you look ahead, do you see anything that you would like to do that you don't have the resources to do, or and where are you going?
We've just finished developing a strategic plan for the congregation, and a key component in that plan is engaging Harrisburg. So we want to find more ways we can enter into partnerships. Synergy is the word.
Right.
Cooperating. People have great gifts and skills in other organizations we don't know about. We don't have to reinvent the wheel. We can reinvent the wheel with our neighbors and our community partners.
Well, it sounds to me like that's a call to action, that you're going to be reaching out for all people of goodwill to come and join hands with you in your good work.
Well, it's great. And I want to say, we do this because we have a great staff and a great congregation of members. It's not just the pastor that's doing this. We got a lot of people helping, and we have the prayers of people and the Spirit of God at work, and we're so thankful.
Well, wonderful. Well, again, I thank you for coming. I salute all the congregants and all of the volunteers who are helping in your work there at Pine Street Presbyterian. And we look forward to continuing to support you and all of the wonderful things that you're doing for our community in the years ahead. So again, thank you, and all the best to everyone at Pine Street Presbyterian.
Thank you, Joyce. It's been a joy to be here with you.
And please stay tuned for another edition very soon of Who's Who in Harrisburg. Thank you, and goodbye.